The North Atlantic is a place of raw, untamed power. Today, two vessels face its fury. The modern yacht Odyssey and the Viking longship Hrafn. The Odyssey's crew trusts in screens and satellites. The Hrafn's in stone, wood, and ancient wisdom. A storm is brewing, a true test for both worlds. The challenge: navigate to a remote waypoint through the storm. On the Odyssey, glowing GPS screens promise certainty. The crew feels secure, cocooned in technology. They believe they have tamed the ocean. On the Hrafn there are no screens, only the rhythm of seasoned hands and the feel of the wind. Captain Bjorn holds a sunstone, a simple crystal, his guide when the sky is hidden. His map is etched in memory, a legacy of generations. The first great wave crashes over the Hrafn. The crew does not flinch. They are part of the boat, and the boat is part of the sea. They adjust the sail, working as one. On the Odyssey, an alarm shrieks. The autopilot is losing control. The crew scrambles, confidence shaken. The digital certainty they relied on begins to feel fragile. The Sea King, Aegir of Norse legend, is stirring. The storm is no longer just a test of skill, but of resilience. The Odyssey's technology is pushed to its limits. The Hrafn's crew relies on instinct and tradition. Both vessels are at the mercy of the sea. The sky darkens, the wind howls, and the waves rise higher. The experiment is underway. Man and machine, ancient and modern, face the storm together. The outcome is uncertain. The sea will decide who endures. In this crucible, only true knowledge and adaptability will prevail. The fury of the Sea King is just beginning. The Vikings were masters of the open ocean long before compasses. Their primary guide was the sun, tracked with simple tools and deep knowledge. When clouds hid the sun, they used the sunstone, a crystal that revealed the sun's direction through polarized light. They released ravens to find land, watched whales, and read the sea's clues. This was a living tradition, passed down by observation and practice. A Viking learned to read the wind, the water, the sky. Their senses were their instruments. This knowledge was not written but lived. It required discipline, patience, and respect for the sea. Each clue, a bird, a wave, a patch of light, was a piece of the puzzle. Their greatest tool was a mind attuned to the world around them. Modern navigation is built on the Global Positioning System, GPS. 30 satellites orbit the Earth, broadcasting signals. A receiver, like on the Odyssey, calculates position with astonishing accuracy. The ocean becomes a line on a glowing screen. There's no need to interpret nature. The answer is delivered from space, but GPS is fragile. Signals are weak, easily disrupted by storms or solar flares. If the network fails, the system goes dark. The user is left blind, unable to repair or control the invisible infrastructure. The convenience is immense, but so is the risk. All knowledge is external, dependent on a chain of technology. When that chain breaks, certainty vanishes. The ocean's chaos returns. The storm hits with full force. On the Odyssey, the GPS screen flickers, then fails as a simulated geomagnetic event unfolds. The crew is thrown about, their digital map gone. Panic sets in. They are blind, lost in the storm. Their compass swings wildly, useless in the chaos. All their training was for technology, not for its absence. On the Hrafn, the crew reefs the sail, bracing against the wind. Bjorn feels the swell, senses direction in the pulse of the sea. They are battered, but not lost. The Hrafn's crew adapts, using every skill at their disposal. The Odyssey's crew, with all their gear, is adrift. Their system had a single point of failure, and it failed. The storm exposes the limits of reliance on technology. The Hrafn's resilience is in its layered knowledge. The Odyssey's vulnerability is in its dependence. The sea shows no mercy for brittle certainty. The Odyssey's crew is adrift in a sea of failed assumptions. Their skills were tied to screens, not the world outside. They could read data, but not the waves. Their self-reliance was an illusion, shattered by the loss of signal. The yacht becomes a prison, cut off from the environment. The system worked until it didn't. When the answer vanished, so did their confidence. They are not bad sailors, just unprepared for a world without the digital ghost. On the Hrafn, focus and discipline prevail. Bjorn calls for the sunstone as clouds hide the sun. He rotates the crystal, searching for the faint pattern of polarized light. He finds it, a ghostly hourglass shape, pointing to the hidden sun. East is there, he says, and the crew adjusts course. The sunstone, combined with knowledge of the swell, restores their direction. The Viking system is resilient, a web of skills, not a single tool. If one clue fails, another is used. This layered approach is the heart of survival. It demands practice, calm, and deep understanding. The sunstone is no magic. It's a tool for those who know the sea. The Hrafn moves forward, guided by ancient wisdom. Their purpose is restored. The contrast is stark. On the Odyssey, knowledge vanished with the machine. On the Hrafn, it lived in every crew member. Ancient skills demand constant awareness and discipline. The modern crew could afford to be passive until the system failed. Self-reliance is the Viking way: skills, tools, and understanding they can repair and trust. The Odyssey's self-reliance was an illusion, exposed by the storm. The Hrafn finds the waypoint, battered but never lost. Their course was a dance with the sea, not a line on a screen. The Odyssey is found, safe but humbled. They were defeated not by the storm, but by their own brittle certainty. In the wild, resilience is more valuable than precision. The lesson is clear. This journey was more than a contest. It was a lesson about technology and self-reliance. We live in an age of digital certainty, but what have we lost? The most reliable tools are the ones we carry inside us. Knowledge, discipline, and self-reliance are survival's foundation. When the signal fades, ancient wisdom endures. Technology is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. Complete dependence makes us fragile. The Viking navigator was resilient, a master of his craft. Humility and respect for nature are vital lessons. As we embrace the future, we must not forget the past. Learn the old skills, read the sky, use a map, trust your senses. One day the storm will come and the signal will be lost. In that moment, it is the wisdom within us that will see us through.